Are you sure this is okay?
You're in country, dude. Live a little. Now, she's pretty sensitive, so go easy on the throttle, okay?
All right.
Dude, oh yeah, dude, oh yeah. Ooh, oh buddy. I'm actually gonna go ahead and run down real fast. Ooh, there was a lug nut on the side of the road. That was interesting. I'm actually gonna run down real quick before the rain comes in. If you can see the storm clouds moving in right now, we're gonna try to take a quick trip before the rain clouds come in. And yeah, I gotta go down and get some carb cleaner so that we can work on the new scooter carb because it's clogged. I just removed it from the scooter, and once we get it running good, then all I gotta do is slap the clutch on. So we're gonna take a quick ride down to advanced. Oh, am I really going 35? I guess I am going 35. Wow. See, these things, they're just too much fun. They're too much fun. I feel like I'm going 25 and I'm actually going like almost 40. You know, it's different in a car. You have a way to register objects by having like door jams and window things. It's easier to tell how fast things are going past you. You know, technically this road is 25 miles an hour, and once again I'm still cruising at 32. So I'd have to completely let out to this, and this feels really slow on the scooter. This doesn't feel like 25. However, it is. It's 25 miles an hour. You know, well, that's 22. Give her a little juice. So this would be 25. It just feels really slow. It doesn't, you know, so when you're on the scooter, you like to have a little breeze on your face and it feels good. So honestly, I don't understand the strictly enforced 25 down this road. It really doesn't make sense to me. I don't see a reason for it, you know. Anyways, let's run down here real fast and get this carb cleaner. Yeah. Good to go. Good to go. Now watch, I forgot my wallet or something. Then I'll be really upset with myself. Then I'll be a little pissy. Oh, not bad, man. I believe I can drive. I'm definitely speeding, man. It's 35 through here. I better slow down. Don't want to get picked off by the police. You know what I mean? All right, look at that. Look at that weather coming in. It's windy too. Might just get a good rainstorm today. We'll see. Oh boy, I'm getting hammered by the wind here. It's blowing pretty good. Definitely blowing pretty good. Yeah, look, it's getting really windy, man. I was getting just absolutely blown around really hard. There's definitely a good storm coming in, I think. Alright, so I pulled the carb. There it is. Carb has been taken out. Intake's just chilling on there. What do you guys think, man? My other impact wrench came in today. You like that? Bam! Heck yeah, man. Gotta have the right tools. So I got my Porter cable and then I got my other impact wrench. And yeah, thank you, China. Every once in a while, man, you guys surprise me. So I also noticed that this was popped off of there, which looks like it was glued at one point. So I'm gonna have to figure out what happened with this air box, because there's an opening right there, but this just seems to fit inside that opening like that. So I'm gonna have to figure out what to do about that. That's a little frustrating. I mean, it is what it is, but it's a little frustrating. So, we're gonna have to solve that problem, or I'm gonna be cleaning carbs a lot. So, well, I got the carb apart. There's main jet. There's the pilot jet. And everything looks okay in here. However, like I said, we're going to take this apart. We are definitely going to take this apart, and I'm not quite sure. This is such a weird little setup they've got here with this screw. I'm not quite sure what this screw is about. However, the float was definitely full of fuel, so I think that the inlet is fine, so I'm not really going to stress that, but we are going to take these out. We're going to clean these jets out right here. So we got the main and we got the pilot. This is moving pretty freely on its axis, so crack this loose. So if your scooter doesn't want to stay idling, doesn't want to run, that's what this is for. Exactly what we're going to be doing now. Oh boy, that was really stuck in there. Okay. Oh yeah, clogged to the max. Okay. Every hole is clogged on this. No wonder it's not running good. Awesome. Let's have a look at this main jet here. I don't need to remove the whole thing, but first we're going to crack it loose. Get that on there. Give this a twist. Oops. There we go. Get the main jet off of there. I should be able to see through this. And I can, but I can also see it's still clogged. There we go. That is in good shape. So the pilot seemed to be the problem. The main looks all right, but the pilot seems to be the problem. And now we're going to crack the rest of this loose to make sure the holes are getting where they should be. Let's have a look inside here. Okay, see, some of these are clogged too. Yeah. Alright. There's a lot of cloggage going on here. Okay, so as I suspected, carb is clogged. Hence we got carb and throttle body cleaner. We're gonna give her a blasty blast. Open up the float valve here so we can spray in there. I don't think I need to remove the needle. That should just get down in there nicely. Alright, let's open up the butterfly here. Give the butterfly a little bit of the love. There we go. Alright, we're going to let that soak for a bit here. We're going to leave that cleaner in there and let it soak for a bit with the cleaner in there. Definitely needs to now. I'm going to go get a drink of water, and then I'm going to go get a twist tie and peel the paper back so I can shove it individually into these holes and give this a good cleaning. So essentially all I'm doing is taking one of these little ties and we're shoving it in each one of these holes and cleaning the holes out. It's always, because the holes are so small, those little twist ties that come on packages and stuff are perfect for fitting into each hole, making sure that they're nice and clean. You push them all the way through. As you can see, the needle goes all the way through. I call it a needle. Anyways, you want to push them all the way through, make sure that they're seating well, one after the other. Positively know they're cleaned if you get it all the way through. There we go. Alright, there's that. We also did the main and the pilot already. Now I'm going to find out if there's any more holes and orifices that I can spray into here. So far everything's looking pretty darn good, but like I said, the more you can clean, the better off you are. This is the fuel inlet right here, so I'm going to spray that up. I'm going to open the float needle one more time. I'm thinking about taking it out. You know what? Let's just do it. Let's just take it out. There's no point getting all the way in here and not fully completing the job. So we'll go ahead and remove that screw. Needle should lift up and out now, just like that. Giving me a chance to inspect the needle. The needle looks good. We're good on that tip. So that doesn't need any cleaning. But just for the hell of it, we're already in here, may as well finish it. Okay, so if there was any gunk or goo or anything in there, that would have gone straight to here and out. So that's it. Drop this back in there. Line up that needle again, beautiful. Drop that down. Put the screw back on. Doobie wop woo. Remember, every carb's just a little bit different. They're not all the same. Having the right tools to do the right job simplifies your. Oops, that was not quite what I wanted to do. I didn't realize that had slidden over so far. Let's try that again. There we go. Now you stay there. There we go. That's better. So now that needle can open and close just like it's supposed to. Beautiful. Now we're going to spray that one last hole, and I think we are good to go. Woo! Man, it's getting windy out there. Holy mackerel. Alright, so we're going to let this sit and dry for a while, man. There's no point in shoving it right back in with all of that fluid in there. So we're just going to let this chill and let all that do its thing, and then we'll go ahead and put all the valves, the needle valves and all that stuff back into where they're supposed to go. That is the electric choke. So plunge that a few times. There we go. Make sure there's no extra in there. Okay, should be good. Alright, yeah, buddy. I'm gonna go get some water. See you in a minute. Okay, I put all the pilot, everything back in, everything's dried out, good to go. For those of you having a problem removing these screws, what I always suggest is, even on a new carburetor, used carburetor, doesn't matter, you have to break these free from the factory bind that they're put under, and the easiest way to do that is just hook a pair of vice grips to them, clamp them down really hard, and just crack them until they're loose. After that, from that point moving forward, they are really easy to take on and put off, and it makes your life a lot easier. So just throwing that out there for anybody who was curious. That is the easiest way to crack those loose. So now all we got to do, put her back together. All the hard work is done. I am going to go ahead and pull the electronic choke off there real quick. Just put these in, get a good tight seal real fast. Line the rest of these up. You dog. And we'll pull the electronic choke off, and we'll give that little spot a good cleaning. There we go. Always start them first before you use anything electric on them, or you'll strip them. Then we're going to inspect all the vacuum lines on this scooter to make sure that none of them have cracks. There we go. So nice little high torque drill. Beautiful. Alright, so that's all back together. That has a good seal. This should be pointed down like so. There we go. And can I take that off easily? No, not really, huh? I guess I'll have to take this cap off to get to it. Okay, so I need to go get a long screwdriver. Having the right screwdriver for the job makes all the difference, I promise you. So get it in there, crack these loose. There we go. Get that all the way undone. Pop that out. Undo the one on this side. We're going to spray that electric choke hole out. Make sure there's nothing nasty inside there before we slap all this back together. See, there's little needles and everything, and you gotta make sure they stay clean. If they're dirty at all, you're just screwed, man. There's a little O-ring on here that needs to be fitted on there. Make sure that O-ring stays in good shape. There we go. Matter of fact, I think this O-ring was actually supposed to stay in there. Yes, it was. Okay. So we have an overstretched O-ring. That's interesting. It could be why the electric choke when it first starts is having such a little issue. Yeah, this O-ring is a little too large. It's warped over time. I wonder if I have another one. Let me go see if I have an O-ring that'll fit in there good. This one seems to have warped. Alright, so I used an AC O-ring for an auto AC system on it, and it seems to work fine. It's not a high pressure situation, it just needs to seal, so I went ahead and just used an O-ring on there. We'll see how that does for a while. If it doesn't, I'll go down and get one that's regulated for gas. I don't think it'll be an issue because I don't think much fuel actually passes through there, so I think it just needs to make an air seal is what it is. It's a choke, so anyways, should take care of that. Boom, this thing's ready to go back in. Let's install it and see what happens. So I'm inspecting the plug that came out of this thing, and I can tell you right now, this plug is garbage. I could probably heat it up, wire brush it off a few times, and it might work good, but it's probably best just to replace it, so let's do that instead. So unfortunately they don't have this one in stock down at the store, so for now I'm just going to clean this one, pop it back in. We'll get all the soot, grit, all that junk off there. It's already cleaning up pretty good. I hate doing this, but like I said, I kind of want to get her on the road here. We can order the spark plug and pop it in later. It's a really easy job, so if it runs good on this one, then we're good to go. It's already pretty much cleaned pretty well. I got to clean it really good so that when we pop it back in there, we can find out if this is running rich or if it's running lean, and then you can tell that by the color of the plug. So you want to clean it real good before popping it back in. So I think that's good. I'm also going to put a new fuel filter on this scooter because I'm already in there and may as well do it. It's just, yeah, it's just makes sense, right? Makes sense. So yeah, buddy. There you go. Pulled the carb. Everything's running. It's idling. I still need to, I can't set the idle correctly until I have the clutch on there, but there you go. Quick little carb clean. Good to go. Yeah, Dan the mechanic. So there you go. All back together. I'm gonna paint that floorboard because that looks a little old, but it's all back together now. Like I said, I'm just waiting on the clutch. As soon as the clutch gets here, we'll slap it on, and we'll tune the carburetor to make sure the idle's correct with the CVT, and this thing's ready to rip, tater chip. Give her one good cleaning, but now you can just flick her on and she goes. I mean, that's how you do it, man. Ready to roll, baby. Yeah.
So awesome! It's like a dream! It's like a dream!